Hi there, this is John Lexo, and in this video I'm going to reply to a couple of questions that I've been receiving throughout my videos about Kindle publishing and also about the course that belongs to Big Luca called Self-Publishing Revolution. So let's get started. So the first question is Self-Publishing Revolution still a viable course in 2017 and possibly in 2018, which in a few months we are already in 2018. Well, this course is updated. If you want to get into the business of self-publishing when it comes to publishing non-fiction books, you gotta notice this is a course for non-fiction books. It's the course that will provide all of the information that you really need so you can get started. I'm talking about how you can choose profitable keywords for your books, which is extremely important. And this course goes in great detail about how you can do that. You even have videos where Big Luca basically explains his own strategy to find profitable keywords for his own business and how he structures, because it's not only just about choosing one keyword for one book. No, it's learning how you can build a structure of keywords so you can have a sustainable business. You also learn how the Amazon algorithm works, how you can get reviews. You learn basically everything that you need. And when it comes to the courses that you find in the market, this is the most complete course, and it's the one that provides you with the most useful information. Now, how long will this information be viable? Well, it's viable in 2017 and possibly in 2018, only if Amazon does some major changes, but they haven't made any kind of major changes to their system in for example, in the way they rank their books inside of Amazon. It has not changed much since the following years, and possibly won't change much in 2018. So this course is still viable. If you want to get it, you have a link just right below so you can get Self-Publishing Revolution. The second question is, how much it costs the production of each ebook? Well, if you want to get a ghostwriter, in this course, Self-Publishing Revolution, Big Luca mentions the company where he gets his ghostwriters, and it costs for 100 words because you pay your books in the number of words that the ghostwriter needs to write. So for each 100 words, you pay about $1.50. Normally, when I started, I got books with 12,000 words, which cost me about $180. But since I pay this in euros, it's a bit cheaper for me. This is the cost that you probably will get started with your first books. That's how much it will cost you. Then you need to get someone to do the reviews for you, basically swap the reviews for your book. And this is normally about $60, $70. Depends on what you actually, the deal that you have with your own VA or virtual assistant. That's something that you need to talk with them. It also depends on the number of reviews that your VA must get for your book, so it may rank well. And also depends, of course, if you want to swap reviews, because there's also other processes that you'll learn inside of this course, so you can do it without the swapping process. But in my case, I prefer to do the swapping process because it's a lot easier, it's a lot quicker, and I don't need to worry about building, for example, an email list, which is quite time consuming. So in a total, you waste about $240. It's about that for each ebook. And now the most important question is, when do you see your return of investment? Okay, that's the most important question. This depends, of course, on how profitable is the keyword that you chose for that book. But normally it will take about a month or a bit more than a month until you start seeing the return of investment of your ebook. This includes the sales that you do inside of Kindle, which is the virtual format, also inside of CreateSpace, which is the paperback format, and by selling paperback books, you do a bit more money because they cost more. And then you also have ACX, which is the audio version of your book. So basically, when you publish a book, you publish in all these three formats so you can maximize the profit for each book that you publish inside of Amazon. Third question, can I start my Kindle business without hiring a ghostwriter? Sometimes you may not have enough money for you to start paying a ghostwriter, and you can, when I started out my first ebooks, it was me who wrote those ebooks, and even though I'm not a great writer, but I still did my first ebooks, and I did enough money to start paying or hiring ghostwriters afterwards. So my first ebooks I started doing myself. And there are several publishers inside of this course, students, that built their whole business by writing their own ebooks. So if you don't have much money, then this is a way that you can get started. You get, for example, the monthly version of Self-Publishing Revolution. And you can find plenty. If you don't know exactly how you can write a book, you can go to Amazon, search for writing your first ebook or something like that, writing your first Kindle ebook inside of Amazon. You certainly will find a few books which can give you some advice in how you can get started, and that's a good way for you to get started. So if you are hanged up and you're concerned about that you cannot waste much money, then if you have a certain knowledge in writing, then this is a way that you can get started nearly freely, because it doesn't cost you any money to publish books inside of the Amazon platform. Do I need to swap reviews for my ebooks? This is a question that commonly people have because they don't consider it morally right. Anyway, if you don't know what swapping reviews is, swapping reviews is basically you go to Upwork, which is a website, and you hire a virtual assistant to swap reviews. So what they do is they search for another virtual assistant, and one leaves a review on their book, and the other virtual assistant leaves a review on your book. So basically that is what we call swapping reviews. Some people don't consider this right, and they would like a more morally right way of getting reviews. Honestly, I don't care. This is the process that I do. I swap reviews for all of my books because it's a lot quicker and easier. And most publishers also do the same thing. Actually, if you go to Amazon and you start really looking to the reviews of some books, you will quickly see that those reviews are quite shady. You can see that just by the content that those reviews have. So a lot of publishers are doing this process because it's a process that helps them rank their books easier and more quickly inside of Amazon. Now, if you don't want to do this, there's other processes that inside of this course, Self-Publishing Revolution, you will learn. One of them is building an email list, and this is a lot slower process, but it's also a process that you can use to get reviews. Basically, you build the email list and then you request your subscribers to leave a review inside of your new book. But also, I must remember you, this is not something that Amazon allows. This is something that goes against their policy. This is something that they consider soliciting reviews. So the only way that Amazon wants you to get reviews is organically. Basically what this is people read your book, they buy your book, they read your whole book, and then they remember to go to Amazon and leave a review. This is something that won't happen often if you're not a famous author. A famous author gets tons of reviews because every single day he sells tons and tons of books. And even though he sells tons and tons of books, he just gets a small percentage of people leaving reviews for that book. Now, getting them organically is something that won't happen often. It's quite rare for it to even happen. I would say it's less than 1%, just so you can get an idea. It's really, really low. The few times that I got reviews was initially when I started publishing my own books. The content wasn't that good. So when the content isn't that good, people have no problem of wasting their time and going to Amazon and leaving a negative review on your book, which has a huge impact. So the whole idea of this course is really building and getting high quality books done, and some way getting reviews. You can either swap reviews or build, if you don't consider that right, you can build the email list and basically request reviews, which is also something that goes against Amazon policies. So you really don't have any other way, only if you are a famous author. So the fifth question is Amazon deleting fake reviews? Well, the truth is, Amazon during the past 6 to 8 months has been deleting far more reviews than they used to. But the thing is, they have been deleting reviews basically from everyone. I'm talking about authors that have books with organic reviews. They also have been getting their reviews deleted. People who have fake reviews also are getting their reviews deleted. So basically everyone is getting reviews deleted. Probably some people are getting their reviews deleted more than another. Now, I'm not certain what if Amazon has a system to detect fake reviews, but I think they don't have it, or otherwise people who have organic reviews wouldn't be complaining about getting their reviews deleted from their books. So yes, if you enter into this business, you either swap reviews or find another way to get reviews. Even if you get organic reviews, you should expect that some of your reviews will get deleted by Amazon, and they basically won't notify you about it. You just go to your book one day, it has let's say 30 reviews, and the other day you probably just see 25 reviews, and that's something that will happen. So now in the sixth question, it's basically two questions in one. I'm going to talk about money. So the first thing I'm going to talk about is what you can expect to reach with your Kindle business after a few months of doing this. What is the maximum amount of money? The other thing is what you can expect in terms of money in a monthly basis, again, with each book that you publish inside of Amazon. So in average, the maximum amount of money that some students inside of this course are doing is about 10K. So of course, you have some students that are doing more than that, but basically that is an average that some students are doing. I still haven't got there, and that's one of my goals to reach in 2018. I want to get to 10K with self-publishing. Anyway, that is basically the average, and after 10K it starts really getting hard, because first you need to publish more books, and then it requires more and more maintenance, and probably you don't want to spend your whole day inside of Amazon trying to maintain your books and seeing if they are selling well or not. The other thing is it also depends on the season, because if it's in the Christmas, more people are online, they are purchasing more books, so you can make more sales, and also you can take advantage of the several coupons that Amazon gives to you, so you can sell even more. So it depends on several factors, but after 10K it starts really getting hard, and you can get to 10K with about, I would say, about 40 to 50 books. That is basically the average that people are doing when it comes to 10K. And I think it was the previous month or something, someone went to the secret Facebook group and published a post over there, and with only 25 books that person was able to reach the 10K. So yeah, you can get to 10K with that, basically that amount of books. The other thing is what you can expect in a monthly basis with each book. It's about $100 to $300 for each book that you publish inside of Kindle, inside of ACX, and also inside of CreateSpace. So inside of those three platforms. And this all, of course, depends on the keywords that you choose. I mean, if you choose a bad keyword, you probably will do 1 sale, 2 sales, and then your book simply stops selling. So you need to choose the right keywords so you're able to make that amount of money. If you choose the right keyword, you are able to do between 100 to 300 and of course more money with each book that you publish inside of Amazon. So the seventh question is, what is the length of the books you should get published inside of Amazon? Okay, so initially when I started my Kindle business, because of the costs, as I said before, the lengthier the book is, the more it will cost. My first books were with 12,000 words, were books with 12,000 words, and that is the minimum I recommend for you to get for your books, because anything less than, your clients will assume that it doesn't really provide much content, it's poor content because it doesn't have much length. But the other reason is because you want to take advantage of CreateSpace, which is the paperback version of your book. And let's imagine that you are someone, you went to Amazon, you purchase a book, and then you receive home a book with 20 or 30 pages. What you probably will do is you will go to Amazon and leave a negative feedback on that book. So that is the reason why you want to get lengthier books published inside of Amazon. And later on, you might want to increase the length of your books. At the moment, the books I publish inside of Amazon have 15,000 words each one of them. And there are several benefits to this. They seem to perform better inside of Amazon because people see more content, they want it more, they seem it has better content, and so on. And the other thing is, later on you may want to increase the pricing a bit because your books have more length, and this way you can do more money. And the eighth and last question that I want to reply is, can you do your Kindle business as a part-time job? Because some people have a full-time job and they don't have much time, and sometimes they are worried that this is something that will take a long time for them to actually be able to build. Well, the initial part is basically getting the course Self-Publishing Revolution, studying it, and if you have, like, let's say 8 hours each week for you to study Kindle publishing, it will probably take you 2 to 3 weeks for you to go throughout the video course. So you can expect about 2 to 3 weeks if you have about weekly 8 hours free for you to just study Kindle publishing. Of course, when it comes to, your first run on the course, you probably will need to rewatch some of the videos several times until you really grasp all of the strategies in your Kindle business. And when it comes to the rest, when you start publishing books and so on, the most time consuming part is really choosing keywords. That is the most important part and also the most time consuming. And this is something that may take a week for you to find the right keywords that you want to publish your books. It may take longer if you have at the same time the 8 hours per week for you to spend inside of your Kindle business. So that's basically what you can expect when it comes to the Kindle business, because all of the rest is pretty much automated. You can get covers done inside of Fiverr, so you don't need to do it by yourself. I do them because I know how to use Photoshop. I've been using Photoshop for many years, so I do my own covers. But in your case, if you don't want to waste your time doing your covers and you don't want to learn Photoshop or another software, then you can do them in Fiverr. You can get someone to do it for you. Then the reviews is also automated because you can hire a virtual assistant to swap the reviews for your books. So the most time consuming part is really choosing the right keywords. And once you have the right keywords, basically all the rest is pretty much automated. So yes, you can do your self-publishing business. You can build it in as a part-time job with that amount of time. Okay, that is all for this video. If you still have any kind of question related to self-publishing, just leave it on the comment section right below. I'll try to reply as soon as possible. And if you still don't have Self-Publishing Revolution, I'm not certain why you don't have it, because it's the best course out there for non-fiction books. and you will learn a lot, and you will start doing money with self-publishing. You have a link on the description from this video. You just need to click on it and get this video course from Big Luca. So that is all for now. Leave a like and also subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can receive my weekly video updates where I talk about WordPress, internet marketing, and a lot more. Stay there, stay tuned with pro tutorials, and bye.
I said